Chris,
Hey, Sean.
it's the last scene of the game.
Yeah, this took some getting.
This was very difficult.
Yeah.
Something you would say in story meetings all the time, which was, I was really afraid of writing the scene, and I was really afraid of the end of the game, which I had never experienced in my career.
Yeah, we went up to the wire.
You would say to me, oh, you're going to feel it out when you write it. And you would say that, you're sort of like, and you'll figure that out on the page when you're working, when we were trying to really talk about the beats of this last scene. And I would go like, okay. And some direction that you gave me that was really valuable was just the muted nature of this scene, because everything that has been said has already been said, and there's sort of nothing left to do. And you get to a point in your life where that is true often. But movies and games never really explore what that space feels like.
Yeah.
Because it's really hard to choose to do that, to write the not exciting thing, which I think is why the helicopter shows up, to be perfectly honest.
Yep.
We needed something to counterbalance this feeling of well, the story is just over.
Yeah.
They're not gonna get to see each other because that's just the way it goes. So how do we make this feel big and final? We better pay for a big helicopter and a guy's hand you grab and everything. And then to tie it all together, we decided very, very down to the wire that you were going to write music over the top of the whole thing. Mm-hmm. And I think it totally works.
Yeah.
But what was that experience like for you?
Oh, it was very stressful because writing that music was literally in the last couple of days before content lock. But I think much like the writing of the scene, it just, I think I had just sort of absorbed so much of everything that had led up to that point that it actually ended up being an easier process than I thought it was going to be. As for the ending as a whole, I mean, we talked through how this game was going to end so many times, and on a literal plot level, it actually changed a fair amount in terms of how the mystery gets resolved, all the sort of background information that's feeding into Henry and Delilah's last conversation. And I remember something that was really important to me was as much as possible, I would like the ambiguity and the sort of meaning of the ending and of all the events that have transpired to be in not in the literal what happened, but in the why did any of it happen? Just in the sense of why does anything happen? I remember that was something that I thought was really potentially powerful about the way this game concluded. I think you got. I don't know if that means anything to anyone else, but I think that you got that in the writing, and I was very happy with how it ended up, even though it was a very
thanks so much for
contentious-
you through the entire process, 2-year process of trying to write this game, were just a constant checkpoint for me. Because when you're writing, it's a very lonely process. It's very, very lonely, and to drift off of the tone of the thing you're working on with the other people is very seductive. Hey guys, we're doing this totally new, different thing. This scene happens a totally different way now because I had a brilliant idea last night.
Yeah, that happened a bunch of times.
Yeah, that is a very easy thing to do, but I always felt like you were able to ground me back to where we were headed in a way that I found to be very comforting. And I thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Glad to help. It worked out. I'm really happy with what we did with the ending. For something that so many people have very mixed feelings about, I almost am even more pleased we did it the way we did it.
Same. Exact same.
Yeah.